Hey, my name is Ross. I'm here with Pilip Ambulance today. Behind me, I got a 2016 Ford E450. It's a wheeled coach box. It's original to the chassis, so it's a 2016 wheeled coach box Type 3 E450, so it's going to be the larger box. It's got Whelen 900 series emergency lights, red emergency lights throughout the truck, and then it also has a white light in the center of the box. Halogen scene lights on all three sides. We just serviced the entire truck, and it is all white. It's got reflective blue stripe or blue Star of Life that's on the back. All these are vinyl decals as well, reflective vinyl blue decals. All those can come off if needed. We just had the truck serviced. It's got all new tires, 6 brand new Firestone tires. We just serviced the oil, so it's got a fresh oil change. It's got, we did the rear diff service on it. We did a transmission service on it. All the brakes are brand new in the front and rear. We also replaced all the shocks, so it's got 4 brand new heavy duty shocks on it. There's a couple other things that we did that I'm probably forgetting. Air filter, basic stuff. We checked everything over. All the emergency controls work. Electrical system works as it should. It's got an inverter. It's very clean. One owner. This was used by Township for 911 emergency calls. Runs and drives great. I just drove this thing about 200 miles from where I picked it up before we did any service, and it drove great without any issues. Transmission shifts good. The motor runs strong. Let's take a quick tour around the truck. This is going to be a 2016. It's got the 6.8 liter V10 gas motor. Very reliable motors, very dependable, easy to maintain, easy to service. And if the motor ever does go out, they're not that expensive to replace compared to a diesel motor. And then Ford also offers you a 3-year limited mile warranty if you ever do have to replace the motor on one of these. So this Star of Life that's on the back is reflective vinyl. It's got LED brake lights, LED turn signals, and then halogen reverse lights. These tail lights are, what word I'm looking for, these are unique to wheeled coach boxes only, so they only put these tail lights on a wheeled coach box. You have clearance lights on the top, are all LEDs. Very nice handles for all your compartment doors. You got your backboard storage, far right or back right corner, a little compartment here for your oxygen tanks, or you can put a fire extinguisher in there. Side entrance. It's got LED interior dome lights. There is a little minor ding on this ambulance. Looks like they clipped something. It's just cosmetic, so there is no structural damage to this, but you know, there is a little ding on there. And then this is going to be your ALS inside out compartment for your bags. And then underneath here is going to be 3 batteries, AC Delco batteries. So there's 3 underneath there. This tray, you pull this up and this tray slides out. Vinyl reflective blue Star of Life there. It's got LED Whelen 600 series turn signals up there on the top as well. This is going to be your oxygen compartment, front left, Star of Life certified. Comes with a regulator for your oxygen bottle. Your second compartment from the front on the left side is going to be where your inverter is located, LifeStar inverter. And then the last compartment on the right hand side, it's got 2 adjustable shelves. You could also remove those, and you probably be able to put a stair chair in there. Again, this is a reflective vinyl decal that can come off if needed. It's a gas engine, very clean, runs and drives good. So we're on the highway right now with the ambulance. We're cruising at about 70 miles per hour. No strange vibration noises. Very comfortable to drive on the highway. Steering is tight. I'm going about 80 miles an hour now, no issues. Plenty of pickup speed. So again, we're driving on the highway. Has plenty of pickup power to pass cars. So there's a siren here. It's a Carson power switch. That works good. And then all your emergency controls. There's an emergency override start, so that switches the batteries to the module batteries. So if the batteries die on the unit, you could still try to start it with this button here. These are going to be your sequencer lights to control all your emergency lights. And then you could switch this from horn or siren. So if you push on the horn, it's going to beep. If you switch this to siren and you have the siren on, I just had it off right here. So yeah, so if you have this switch to siren and you push the horn, so that's what that does. Then you have your left floodlights, your right floodlights, and your rear floodlights. Those are all your scene lights. That gives you the lights on the side of the box and the rear of the box right here. This controls your heat and your cool. There's also a switch up in the back, but this has to be on in the front in order for it to work in the back. And then you can control the lights in the back as well. And then your work light, so you can turn that on off from up here. So that's basically all of your emergency controls in this top row, and then all your work lights at the bottom row here. And then this is an indicator that if one of your doors is opened, that's going to glow red, and if one of your compartment doors are open, this is going to glow red as well. Green light means the batteries are good, and then if the batteries were going bad or there's a low voltage, this light would go up in red. So let's turn off the siren. Let's turn off all the emergency lights. So you can leave all the emergency lights on, but if you flick this switch for the sequencer, it's going to kill everything. If you turn all this, all you have to do is turn this toggle on, and if you have all these on, it's going to turn on all the emergency lights. Pretty basic setup on a wheeled coach. And then this is your master switch, so this kills all the power to the module if you turn that off. So you see all these lights went out. They're basically same thing in the rear. All the lights turned off. So if I turn this master switch back on, All the lights are on in the back. All the scene lights are on. So that's what this master switch is. They're going to turn off all the scene lights. And we'll take a quick tour in the box. You have your AC fan speed. So that's your max AC, normal AC. If you want to vent it, you switch over to heat. There's two 12 volt battery 12 volt socket outlets. So you have 1, 2. There's also a 110 volt that runs off the inverter in the front cab, which is very nice to have because constantly you need to plug in a laptop or you know, so many electronic devices nowadays that it's nice to have a 110 volt outlet in the front cab. Your radio.
People's life savings. Will she get caught for her brazen?
And then this has 116,000 miles. No check engine lights. Everything works as it should. Headlight switch. This is your dimmer, so that dims the lights in the interior. You have your cruise control on off. You can set your cruise right here. Your horn has power locks, power windows, and then power mirrors, and then storage on the side door panel. 2 cup holders. There's a little divider for your binders. You could keep storage in here. There's also a glove box storage up there. And then you got a PA siren speaker right here for the Carson. And then there's a backup camera. There's also a dash cam. I'm not sure if it's working. There's a little dome lights up in the ceiling. And then this door has access for a window, and then it also slides open. So you could get in and out through the front cab, and then close it off with the little window there. Cloth seats. Very clean. No rust. Clean. Let's take a quick tour in the box. So we're in the back of the box here. This is a wheeled coach box. It's set up for a track to have your Striker power load system in here. So that's what they had originally in here. They had a power load system which they pulled out, but you could easily install it. All the wiring is there already. The track is there. So all you have to do is to have somebody that's able to install that track for you. If you guys already have one, just put that in there and then you guys are good to go. It's got LED Whelen interior dome lights. It's got a side CPR seat, and that side CPR seat is closer to the middle of the patient, so it's not up on the head side. It's kind of positioned right where you would want to be, and there's enough room for you to be able to move up or back depending on what part of the patient you want to work on. It's got cabinets throughout. All the doors slide. Nice little sharps and trash can area, an action area on the side CPR seat, or the side squad bench seat. There's 2 seated positions here. You got your captain's chair with the built-in child seat, and then your CPR seat. It's got what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6-point seatbelt harnesses for your bench and your side CPR seat, and then a 3-point seatbelt, or actually this is just a lap belt on the captain's chair. You got a D-size oxygen cylinder holder. You got plenty of storage space. All your electronics are back in here. The lockable cabinet. There's keys for the lockable cabinet right here. You have access to your main oxygen bottle from inside. You got a little oxygen regulator percentage reader. Your inverter's working, so that light is on. Your exhaust fan, and then all your oxygen ports, your suction unit, The suction unit. Suction unit works good. Some extra storage right here. Storage underneath the side CPR seat. There's also storage underneath the squad bench. These cabinets flip up and they have cool little dividers in here that you could shift around depending on what you want to store in there. You could shift those dividers around. Same thing with this one. There's two of these above the squad bench. You got a 3-hole glove box holder. Cabinets all work good. Shelf is adjustable inside this cabinet. It also has a 12 volt and a 110 volt outlet inside. All right, and then there's two flush mount ceiling IV hooks in this ambulance. Little tray that pulls out with a key as well, so you can put your narcotics in here and have it locked up. Additional 12 volt outlet here, 110 volt. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.